Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacy and today I will be painting flowers in my sketchbook using gouache for the first time. I bought some Arteza Gouache on Amazon, the 60 set I think, and I've never used it before, so I figured I'd give it a try in my sketchbook, this sketchbook, and this is my scribbles, and these are the flowers we'll be painting today. So gonna point the camera down and get to it. Alrighty, let's get into it. We are using Arteza Gouache today. I was gonna set all these guys over here before I started and I forgot. These are the colors that we're using and they're all up here, and I've played around. I set this up yesterday. Everything got dry. So these are rewettable, which is great. I've sprayed with my little water sprayer a lot of water in these to goo them back up and make them workable. We have sky blue over here, pale green and sap green. And once again, Arteza Gouache. I've never used gouache before, so this will be an adventure. We have rose, which I also used some yellow in here before to attempt to fix something that my sister made me, but I didn't succeed. So that's why this is muddy, but I like the muddiness of it, which is great. And there's a little blob of the titanium white right there mixed with the yellow. So this is my muddy one. And then this is just white for, you know, obvious reasons, mixing purposes. I am using, I got this set of brushes, obviously, that are, let's see, I forget what they're angled flat brushes in different sizes, 0 to 16. I'll put the link in the description below so you guys can check this out. I think I paid $13, but they're now like $15. This is the big guy. But they're nice and firm. They got good snap, and they came in many sizes for whatever I could need them for. I thought they were a good steal to use with my gouache. And they come in this cool box. And there's the label. There you go. And they had other shapes as well, sets of other shapes. I don't know if these are meant to be used for gouache, but they've got some good snap, so I figured we'd give it a whirl. And I pulled out my Princeton Filbert 8 snap just for fun. And then what are you? This is one of my creative marks, round 2. This is my stylus for my Kindle, because I've got 2 reference photos up, which I'll link below. And I've already sketched them out. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but we're doing carnations, and these are the colors all swatched. And let's stop jibber jabbering and get to it. Let's see. Gouache. I've never used gouache before, so I'm gonna start out with just straight pink. Am I starting with straight pink? Yeah, I am, because you can layer this. Yeah, you can layer this. I might work with it kind of fluid, like maybe I should have watercolors. I really like that muddy. Isn't that pretty? Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that might work better there. Kind of get that shape. This is a side view of these carnations. I have this book. Oh, where to go? There it is. I have this book which my daughter got me. It's called How to Draw Modern Florals, and it's by Koch, K-O-C-H. It's a gorgeous book. I can't show it to you guys, but I'll link it below. And it's basically a flower a day for me at this point. And carnations were the next flowers. So I looked up carnations. I didn't know there were different kinds. Now I know. Actually, I think I want to, and decided to try and paint them in gouache. I think with a little pink. Yes, a little dot, a little pink. Yeah, there we go. Because it's not pure white by any means. These flowers kind of look white, but they're not pure, like nothing is really, right? So I'm gonna block in these back shapes because they have a pretty good color in them. And I'm once again working pretty wet. And if I remember correctly, gouache dries flat, but pretty true to the color that you're using. See, it dried down here. I'm doing this pretty thin. And you can go over gouache. I mean, not a lot from what I understand, but once it's dry, you can layer it pretty good, dark on light. So that's where I'm heading with this. Oh, that's way too dark. Let's thin you out a little bit, make it a little less dark. There we go. Yes? Yeah, that's better. And not going for exact, kind of going for the feel. I like the feel of the flower. Oh, there we go. That lightens that up. Yeah, that's way too dark in there. Let's pop that down a bit. There we go. That's all nice. Okay, that works. Except that's totally different pink than this. So let's dab some of that on there. There we go. Like that. Okay. Okay. What am I doing now? Let's see. I think I would like to a little more dark under there, some darkness there, and then this section. These tips, the tips of these petals are pretty white. And I did my pencil so that you guys could see it. If I was doing this just for personal, for me, and it's in my sketchbook. I forget what this is called. I'll link this below as well, but it's sketchbook, and this is me sketching all over the cover because I can't help myself. It says, promise yourself to be strong, that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, and I really like that. I don't think it has like the brand or anything. So the cover comes off and it's stitched together. It's a really nice sketchbook, and it takes watercolor and gouache pretty well. I mean, it can take a little bit of abuse. Or gouache, this is the first time I've used gouache. Watercolor and ink. These are my watercolor and ink pages. Oh, and I put a big sticker on theirs too. I love my sketchbooks. But I'll link this below. I got it in a 2-pack because I have a minor paper addiction. Maybe I could just smoosh this all over like that. Kind of make this more uniform. Let's see. Yeah, you guys are a little brighter back there, so I got carried away with the darkness. The darkness. There and there. Okay. So that's a little basic feel of that shape. And that swooshing sound is my feet on my little footstool underneath my table. Sorry about that. And this is pretty white right here. I like this one because in the reference photo, all of these little spikies around the base of the flower and this this bud right here are so pointy. I don't know. I like the spiky nature of them. That's why I picked this one, and the little side view situation we got going on. Let's see, and this guy is super vibrant. So in comparison with this one, this guy is going to be just screaming pink all the way to his edges. He can't even help himself, himself. Feels like a guy. Just bold. Bold, bold color. Swooshing in. Trying to be mindful of my strokes. Give that petally kind of feel. Maybe a little more water. There we go. Oops, too much water. We'll just swoosh it around really quickly and see if that helps. I kind of like the watercolory effect as opposed to that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then get that guy over there. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. And I like the little scalloped edges of these carnations. I thought that was pretty. And it's very forgiving for drawing as well. Not the other carnations, your traditional, those fluffy, swooshy ones. Let's pick up some of that water. Oh, if you get too much water on your paper, you can just dry off your brush a little bit and drag it through, and it'll pick up all that wetness for you. There we go. Get in there, there. Yeah, I think it's a little darker along the edges, so we'll do that. That's fun, right? Kind of drag it down and in some spots like that. Oh, that's pretty. Like that. There we go. Is my head in this shot? I hope not. And around the outside is just basic washi tape, nothing fancy, although it is really pretty. And floral. That was not intentional. I just grabbed one of the many in the drawer. I was planning on doing this video. Let's see. Yeah, those are little spikes. Yesterday, but instead I got carried away with those. I did my last video, I think it was. I got these square Bristol papers, and I ended up doing these two guys. They're on my Instagram post if you want to take a look-see at those. But I got lost in those. Ink on Bristol paper is a lot of fun for me. So, yeah, there's that. Kind of let this... yeah. And these are speckled too, these flowers. They've got little white speckles, so I'm hoping I can... I guess I could... what do I want to do? I guess I'll do it light through here. This whole flower could just be blocked in pink. There we go. So everything was set up to film, and I got all ready and super excited, and then my sister called, and then I had to call my aunt to check in with her and see how she's doing. See if she needed me to come over this weekend. She did not, given that we're all in our lockdown phase. But she's going through some stuff, and I didn't want her to be left in the lurch. She did not need me this weekend. She's doing pretty good, which is awesome. Awesome possum. Alright, the edge of this one goes around like that. There. We'll get a little more darkness over here. And right here. There we go. I'll let that dry a little bit. Okay. Terrible brightness difference in these flowers, but we do have some speckles that we can see that are pretty dark on this guy. I don't think I'm quite there yet, though. I feel like I need to put the background in to make this pop. Should I do that first? Maybe I should do that next. Let's see. Let me see. Let's drag in this guy. This is my absolute favorite brush. Princeton Neptune number 8 watercolor brush. And I know you're not supposed to use your watercolor brushes for gouache because it can be a bit unfriendly. And the reason I picked this blue is because I was going to use it for the background. Just all splooshy. Technical term right there. Get that out. There we go. I usually do my backgrounds first because, especially with gouache, I guess, because you can paint over the edges and whatnot, and you don't have to get too stressed about mucking up your edges. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. Alright. And this is super thin and watery on purpose. I really like my watercolors. They are my favorite right now. I have multiple sets. If anyone's interested in me going through what I have, I could do a video for that. Just drop something in the comments below and I'll make it happen. There. Let's see. Kind of super wet. And I want, there we go. There. And get around that ruffly edge right there. Get carried away now. Yeah, then I can get the points on these spikes to be nice and clean too, which will be, give me the effect I'm looking for. A little bit of blue there, and there. I think that's it there. Okay, do I like that? Maybe not quite so dark. Dab that up. There we go. And then let's grab a little more. Maybe not so much. There we go. So what should we talk about? Oh, I was going to talk about, oh, I meant to grab it. Where did I leave it? I think it's back in the bedroom. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Let's just jump ahead to what I'm watching. Yeah, that's a good safe subject. I just got done binge watching, and I seriously mean binge watching. I didn't even art. I just vegetated on the couch in my sorry state for almost 3 evenings after work, because I am working from home, thank God, and watched The Good Place on Netflix. There's 3 seasons, and I got sucked into the Netflix void. Let's see, let me look up here and see what we got going on. Oh, that's not bad. But it's, if you like a campy, quirky, fun show and you just want to be entertained, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Was super bummed when it ended. I even think I said, "Aw." But it was a good show. Good little get me out of my funk, my mood, my what you call it, for being in my apartment by myself, because I live alone, for since the 14th. I've only gone out to get groceries, the minor things that I really need. Well, I don't really need coffee creamer, but I deeply desire to have creamer in my coffee. And there's this almond creamer that I enjoy that, you know, makes my life better, I guess. I don't know. And so yeah, I've only gone out twice. once on the 14th, and then today, which is, what is today? It's the 27th? Yeah. Yes? No, I have to look. That'll bug me. 28th. I lied. Oh no. To make these cohesive, I'm going to make the backgrounds the same. And no, the background in this reference photo is like yellows, kind of greeny yellow, and the background for this one is greens because it's a down shot of the flowers. But because I can, I'll make a blue. And it's all the colors I picked. So, I mean, I could have made it green, but then my leaves won't stand out. It's a whole situation. What was I saying? Oh, right. I went out. And people are being so nice and so great. The lines in the grocery store at Wegmans here, they have tape on the floor in a couple spots by the registers where you can, let's switch, to indicate where you stand to wait to be served next. And oh, I got this all wonky. Well, that's okay. We'll just wing it. There's a orange line where you stand behind, like 3 feet behind where you actually merge with the register to load your stuff. And then there's a yellow line at the register with a sign that says, please wait, for the cashier, basically for the cashier to clean everything off with sanitizer, and then you can step forward and put your stuff on the belt and get wrung out. And I just was impressed with how patient everyone's being and understanding, and there was laughter and people were being nice, and it was just refreshing to see that. So yeah, going out wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be, except the actual getting in the car part. I haven't started my car since last Saturday, and I know better. My dad's a mechanic, my uncles, my brother, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, a lot of people I've known are mechanics and would be like shaking their head at me because, Stacy, I mean, come on, you know better. Start your car at least every couple days so your battery doesn't die. So on the third try, it started up, and you know, I said a little prayer of thanks and a couple heavy sighs of relief, and then I went for a drive, just a little drive to let the battery charge. And let's see, where am I going with this? There, that one's there, and that one's there. I think I'm gonna do this because I'm not quite sure what I was thinking with all that. That's fine. So yeah, that was my little, I do have AAA, I mean, but I didn't want to have to call somebody to come and save me if I could avoid that silly situation. So needless to say, I will be going down every day and starting my car, let it run for a little bit, maybe take a little drive. It's good for me to get out of the house anyways. I won't be contacting anyone, but I will be exercising my car's little system so she doesn't die on me. I love my little car. I didn't think I would, but I do. And she's done real good by me. She got me from, in October, I moved from Washington State back here to New York. And she drove me all the way across the country, fully loaded with everything I could squeeze into her. And you know what? I think we're gonna go with the greens next and block those in. I'm gonna get a muddy green over here. It doesn't need to be too bright. There we go. Might even snag some of that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. We got this guy comes down like that. This is kind of nice to draw with. So yeah, going to the store wasn't as traumatic an event as I thought it was going to be. Got everything I needed. Only spent $40, $47, something silly like that. But I could be in my apartment comfortably for another couple of think, oh, all right, that's not gonna work. Let's spritz some water in there and try again. There we go. That might be too wet. And like I said, I'm working from home, so oh, that's nice. I don't really need to go out. Rent's paid. Drop the check off in the box today. And I got carried away with the yellow in there, but that's okay. This is basically little offshoots like that, and that is green back there. Let's get a little more. Drop that in. Now I'm getting a little bit of texture where I use too much water, but I don't mind that at all. The paper is pretty thin, but I mean kind of robust for what it is. And inside here is a little bit of yellow. There we go. Yellow there, and then you can see yellow there. So, and there's a little pocket of yellow right there. How do we think of that? Yeah, that's not terrible. Let's see, the rest of this is pretty green, so let's get this. I don't know why I gotta see. I do that all the time too. No matter what I'm doing, if I'm sketching, drawing, pastels, watercolor, I get lost in the details way too soon, and end up focusing in on just one area of the drawing or painting, sketch, whatever it is, too quickly. Things don't, I mean, it doesn't end up terrible, but it's probably not the best way to work. I have to remind myself, step back, just lean back, because you get all in your piece, and pretty soon your face is on the paper and you're lost in the details. There. Oh, that's pretty. We have like several little, these spikies are like poking out from under the flower, which is cool. Kind of everywhere. Like that, that's cool. It's very organic. And then we've got several of them swooshing out like that. Let's get more paint. Oh, sorry about my phone. Terribly popular today, apparently. There. Smooth, swoosh. Smooth and swoosh, people. There we go. And then maybe that guy there. Yeah. I'm gonna come in and get this guy blocked in. I like the colors merging together like that. That's cool. Oh, a little too bright. A little too bright. Let's there and there. And there. There we go. Little spikes. I think I'm gonna have to darken that up a little bit on the edges in a little hot minute here. That guy. And then we have spikes of those little leaves coming out like that, and then there's a little dude over here. He's very excited to be out there. And yeah, okay. Get this guy in. There, I'll leave that blotty like that because I think I might like it when it dries. Yeah. Stopped recording on me, booger. Oh, here we go. Hopefully I can merge that together. It won't be too terrible. The entire camera just turned right off. That's just rude. Let's see. Wasn't talking about anything spectacular anyways, so it's fine. Maybe I need to put a little snap in my step. Played with the settings on my camera today too, so that might be part of my problem. Watched a Think Media video on how to do your YouTube channel, how to improve, and settings for cameras and whatnot and stuff, and you know, doohickeys and gadgets and yeah. Oh, we need more blue in there. That's not right. Right here. There we go. And played with all the settings on my camera to see. I had a problem with focusing before. I don't think I'm having that problem now, which is awesome. But I don't want the camera to shut off after so many moments of recording either. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Be all right. No need to panic. It's kind of dark. I don't know. It's alright. This is just practice. We're fine. This is just to see if I like the feel of using gouache. I got the Arteza 100 or 60 set. Ooh, that's wet. Comes with all the colors I could ever want. Just one, oddly, that I will probably not use. It's actually fluorescent hot pink. I can't imagine why I would need that color. Not that I'm saying it's a bad color, it's not. It's just not one I could see myself using in a floral or painting an animal or a human. I mean, maybe I'll get crazy. Who knows? Maybe I'll go to town one day and get wild with my color selections. Not anytime soon though. Just don't see that happening anytime soon. The pearlescent colors are gorgeous. But I like metallics and pearlescent colors anyways. They're super fun. Inktober got me hooked on oh, what do you call it? Liquitex inks. Their metallics and iridescents are just fabulous. I use them with ink pens and ooh, that's nice. That bleed is nice. Dip pens, my messy dip pen, that's my go-to one. I leave it out all the time. I'll use it in my watercolors and stuff too, just for scratchy effects, or if I need a fine line on something, I'll snag that and give it a whirl. See if it helps or works or whatever. Actually, I could have left that green. Oh well, too late now. Could have left that green as well. Dang it. All right, that's fine. Let's move on. What do we got? Ooh, this guy is super vibrant. And I think we're down to details a little bit here too. Let's see. A little bit of white And I think straight pink. Ooh, I made a mess on that pink, but I would like it to mix over here and get that. Can you guys see that? There we go. Just a super pale pink color. Ooh, almost poured that right on my painting. That would have been terrible. And come in here and do, I'll zoom in on this particular flower a little bit. Nope, that's not what I want. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. There's a lot of texture and modeling on this particular section of flower. This one has bunches of white dots on it, and this one is more white with pink speckles, which is super pretty. I'll try and get that effect, and I'll do a little comparison of the reference photo and the painting at the end. Maybe bleed that out a little bit. There we go. Nice. And you guys, and this section is pretty pink right there. There we go. Let's see, a lot more of this. Swooshed out like that direction. There we go. Look, sorry, I got all quiet on you guys. I'm thinking, let's do, a little more dark down here, like that. There we go. And speckles under here, like that. This is actually pretty dark under there. There we go. I haven't really been doing a whole lot, y'all. I've been, as you probably are as well, stuck in the apartment. Refraining from online shopping, because it could be a problem if you allow it to be. Talking on the phone a lot to my kids who they all live in Washington. They're all doing well. Everyone's healthy and staying inside and doing what they're supposed to be doing to keep healthy and safe for everybody, and hopefully get through this situation more quickly so we can get back to normal everyday life, whatever that means for y'all. For me, it means going into the office. Oh my gosh, I did not realize. See, I've always been one of those that's like, oh, I would love to work from home. That'd be awesome. I wouldn't have to get out of my pajamas. I could just push brew on my coffee maker, have my own personal coffee all day. Yeah. I miss my coworkers. I miss the social interaction, the conversations, the daily. You don't realize how much how much you banter with your coworkers until you don't see them. And all the ladies that I work with are pretty great. They have messaged me something to the effect that they miss being at work too, and miss my smile and my banter and my little ways, because I make them laugh and uplift their day or whatever, which is my whole goal with my day in general, is just if I can make one person smile or laugh, I feel like I've succeeded a little bit. It sounds corny and silly, but it's been an unconscious thing that I do, that I just learned about myself recently. And I was telling my daughter when we were talking on the phone yesterday, day before, that I didn't realize I was as social as I am. Because I do like being in my apartment, and I like my time to paint and draw and exercise and center and all that stuff. And I honestly didn't think I would miss the work life, the social interaction of your everyday work life. I don't know if I'm catching the effect of this flower very well. I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning, y'all. Right, and this guy, kind of like the effect of it swooping in this way. Yeah, I think so. And then the tips of this outer section here are much whiter. But my daughter laughed at me when I told her I didn't think I was as social as I apparently am, because she, of course, sees me with the eyes of a daughter and an outside person, of course, and said, "You don't think you're social, Mom?" Something along those lines. And I said, "I know I like people, and I like, you know, getting out and about and seeing people and visiting family and stuff, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. I honestly thought I could work from home without a problem, without ever like full on missing seeing coworkers and getting in the car and driving to work and all that." All right, what do we think? I feel like I need to let it dry. I'm fussing and fiddling too much. I think I'm gonna, underneath this is green, but not terribly dark, like shadows. Is this gonna be too dark? Let's try it. Maybe not. There's a little shadow there that kind of comes down like that. Yeah, I kind of got it. Then there's a little more. I really enjoy this yellow color. I think it's so pretty. Right here, this part. You guys see that? And the tips of all of these are kind of a super vibrant yellow. Swoosh in with just the tip of the brush. Barely touching the paper here. Barely touching. There, that guy's super yellow back there. And then some of the yellow glow is on this as well, which is pretty. There we go. Oh, I like that. That looks nice. And then we had, I don't think that's vibrant enough. It's not vibrant enough. Maybe more pure. Where have we got some pure yellow? Right here. Yeah. It's not completely muddied up with the pink. And then oh, whoever that is really wants my attention. I'm gonna have to wait a hot minute. I'm busy. Busy, y'all. Oh, there we go. This dries so flat, and kind of fades. The brightness fades when it dries. So maybe a little bit of, oops, that's not gonna work. Maybe a little bit of this vibrant green back here. Make those pop, maybe in contrast to that. There. That olive is just not doing it. Is that what it was? Olive? Yeah. This is pale and that's olive. I don't know why I picked these colors. I just giving them a whirl, I guess. Seeing what happens. There we go. And And one more swoop there. And some more of this yellow. This yellow dries pretty light. I might be dissatisfied with that. I like it when I first put it down, like, and right in here is the flowers that's coming out is very yellowy. Maybe that's why it's super vibrant on the white of the paper, but the yellow on the green is not really doing it for me. What do y'all think, huh? I think that makes there. How's that? That's not terrible. Alright, and then this guy is tipped in yellow as well. And a little bleed through down like that. That guy is tipped in yellow, but you can't see his tip, and he is a bit darker. So let's darken him up like so. Get a little bold with it so that these kind of pop. Pop, pop, pop. Now I have Armageddon. Is it Armageddon? No. Yeah. No, not Armageddon. Oh no! It's one of my favorite movies. Bruce Willis and is it Chris Tucker? I think he's so funny. Fifth Element, that's what it is. With him screaming. He's so silly. Oh, he makes me laugh. In case you couldn't tell. But that was a favorite movie. I am a sci-fi fan. I don't know if I've said that in previous videos, but I really like a good, even a bad sci-fi movie. A spoofy one, like truly silly one, serious ones. I just watched the most recent episode of Picard, y'all. Oh my gosh, I love this show. I was so excited. This is so silly. Might be a bit of a fangirl. I was so excited that Patrick Stewart was coming back as Picard. So excited. I cried a little. I was just, yeah, and Data got to come back. Oh, it was just so great. Missed the crew. Everybody showed up. It was great. Is. I don't know if they're doing, it felt like the last episode, everything got pretty resolved. Like the storyline finished. It could finish. Or they could continue it. They left it either way. I haven't done any research. I don't know if they're actually going to, let's switch photos here. I'm going to let this do its thing for a little bit. If they're going to actually do another season or not, I haven't researched that. I would be thrilled if they did. Just because I really like the storyline a lot. And Picard and Data and Will Riker and everyone showed up. It was great. Not everyone, of course. I couldn't let everyone show up. I mean, Geordi wasn't there. Such a letdown. I'm just joking. But really enjoyed it, and so looking forward to the 3rd season of Discovery. I think now for those of you out there that don't like the new Discovery, just stop listening at this point. And I apologize if you didn't like Picard, but I am a sci-fi fan. I love Star Trek. I love Star Wars. I'm in it for everybody. I want everyone to win, and I want to be entertained. I am a full-on Firefly fan for those of you who are Firefly fans. It's a regular go-to show for me. I like to put it on in the background. Actually would probably have something on the background right now if I wasn't recording. Am I still recording? Oh, whew. don't panic. You're still recording. It's all right. But super looking forward to Discovery. Purposely not looking at any of the teasers or promotional stuff, as I always refrain from doing that, because I don't want the storyline to be spoiled in any way. And really no one I know except for my sister's husband watches sci-fi or anything action adventure crazy stuff like I like to watch, so I don't have to worry about anyone spoiling it for me but him. But he lives in Maryland, so it's all good. My sister and him live in Maryland, so I'm safe from the storyline being spoiled. He didn't even know Picard came out. I mean, how are you a fan and you don't know this stuff? Come on. Because he's a video game fanatic, that's why. Not that I'm not. I love my video games. I have an Xbox and a PlayStation 4. And the only reason I have a PlayStation 4 is because I bought it off my daughter's husband. He wasn't really using it. He got it for Christmas, I think. And my other daughter, my middle daughter. I have 3 kids. I don't know why I did 4. I have 3 kids. This is 3. 2 girls and a boy. But my middle daughter, her husband wasn't really using the PlayStation. So before I drove across the country, he sold it to me. So now I have a PlayStation. But my favorite game, and I know y'all who are hardcore gamers, I am not a hardcore gamer. I'm a novice at best. I enjoy playing by myself. I don't really want to play online, and I don't know why I'm doing dots there. Why am I doing dots there? For fun, apparently, because there are not dots there. Artistic liberties. I like it. There's kind of dot pattern in the middle, around, like, there's a ring of, like, darker dot patterns, and then white within the darker dots. So that's what I'm doing here. I feel like this is taking way too long. But I don't know that I'm not a real big fan of editing the videos. It's so time consuming. Like, I wish I made enough money to pay someone else to edit my stuff, because that would be awesome. Because then I could just record and paint to my little heart's content, and someone else could worry about the editing part. I'll get there. Everybody has to do it, right? The little things you don't want to do. First world problems, man. And at this point, I'm not even really looking at my reference photo that much. I'm just kind of winging trying to get the feel of the flower. Let's see. I feel like it's more pink than this deep magenta, but meh. We're just gonna roll with it. I would like a little lighter color, not that much though. To do this right here. Is this gonna work? No, it's not. Well, maybe. Let's see what it looks like when it dries. There are directional, like, shadows, but not a lot. But they're very thin. So that's what I'm going for there. This one I like the way it is, but it's not anywhere near this light in the reference photo. So we'll go in there like that. Yeah. And then I need a little like shadow color. Let's see what we can do here. Grab some of this olive and mix it in here with the magenta. Maybe a bit of the blue. Oh yeah, there we go. A little muddy, icky brown color. What do we got? Oh yeah, that might work. Maybe a touch more of the blue. Oh, that's too wet. A little more blue. Oh yeah, there, now it's more purpley. I like that. Okay. It's more purpley because inside the flower are some shadows, but I don't want to use black because it's just gonna be too much. If I was going in with like ink and gonna go over this with line art, then I would probably just go ahead with straight black. But since I'm not doing that, this seems like a better option. Let's go around there like that, and there like that. And there are some little stamens that stick out, but you can't really tell because it's a top-down picture. It's a little lighter right here, like there and there. I don't know why I blew on that. And then take this and maybe a little bit right here. That's nowhere near enough. Got a little glare from my light. And here. And then there's not really a lot of like prominent dark shadows going on. How's that? It's still pretty vibrant. All right, we got to get some white on here. I don't know. Will that work? Oh, look at that. All right, yeah, we'll go with that. So we got some pretty vibrant polka spots, little in many shapes and blobules. There's actual blobs, not shapes, going on as well. And then there's a little like teensy, roughly, this feels too thick. There we go, that's a little better. Like zigzaggy pattern right there, and kind of right there, and kind of right there. Oops, not enough white. It's gonna be too wet. Like below the polka spots is this little zigzaggy situation. There, that's pretty good. And then, this is a lot, by the way, for me. I don't normally do floral paintings. It's not like my go-to, but like I said, I'm going through that book, and I'll put the link. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon to the book below. My daughter got it for me for Christmas. Once again, it's How to Draw Modern Flowers by Koch. Koch. And I didn't know what I was going to do with this book, honestly. It took forever. I had the book for almost 6 months before I even touched it. Like, I'm not one to go looking for a flower to draw. I love flowers. I think they're gorgeous. They definitely brighten a day or a room or a garden, whatever you prefer. But I didn't realize how much. And I just realized too that if the sound quality sucks on this video, it's because I did not plug in my mic. Oh well, we'll wing it. It'll be fine. If I have to, I'll do a voiceover. Anyways, this book, I took forever for me to decide what I was going to do with it, and I decided finally, because it is an actual workbook. You can use her guidance and exercises. I haven't looked her up on Instagram. I'm sure she's on there, or looked up her webpage yet. I'll link all that stuff below if I remember. And I'm just was at a loss. And finally I decided, you know what? It's my book. I'm gonna do what I want with it. Do what I want. Freedom. That's right. Got a little carried away there. I'm gonna use it as a sketchbook, like something to actually work in. And then the paper's probably about this quality, about this thickness. It's maybe a little heavier. And I basically mixed media arting in that book. And I have posted some of my stuff that I did on my Instagram page, but not much. when I first got it, I was this was like I just started Instagram. I didn't know what I was going to do with that, or if I was even going to do a YouTube channel and all that business. But yeah, it's turned out to be a lot of fun actually. I usually draw a bee or a butterfly or some sort of bug on any given flower, but that's just because I really enjoy drawing butterflies and bees, bumblebees to be specific. I like the textures of the wings on the butterflies. I think they're beautiful. See how that dries? It starts out super vibrant. I don't know why it stops recording. It's making me irritable. I must have set a timer on accident, because it's never turned off by itself before. It's a little frustrating. I don't know what footage I lost there, and I don't want to repeat myself, but we're pretty close to finished with this exercise anyways. I mean, I could pick and pick and pick at the flowers for quite a while, especially since you can layer the gouache on itself and deepen that color. Kind of bleed those together. But I mean, for an exercise and first time use, it's not terrible, I guess. I need more yellow. I need more yellow. I was saying that I was going to use that book that I mentioned earlier before as like a guideline for what flower to paint each week, and it actually has been really helpful because I do love to paint butterflies and bees and bugs and naturey stuff. So painting, knowing how to properly capture the shapes of flowers is useful. I mean, right? It's a useful tool to have. So I'm gonna do a flower a week, and you guys can let me know if you kind of don't want to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that alone. I think this one's all done. Do I want to fuss with this one more? Not really. Maybe a little bit of the deep dark speckles that are on the flower. They're super tiny though. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. Little bits of speckles on the petals, like that. And then there's a few right here. There. Oh, that adds a little bit of depth and dimension, doesn't it? A few in here. This is the like the top of the petal, but it folds up on the end right there. So you're seeing both the stark white and the speckly part right there, like that. And then I got a little carried away and got too much pink in there, so this needs to be more white right there. There we go. That's better. And then got some seriously dark speckles on the underside, under this petal, on the top of the one that's cupping the under edge of it, like that. And then some right here, like that. Like I said, the detail part is my favorite part of doing any sketch or kind of painting, drawing, whatever I'm working on, kind of makes it pop and sing and gives it that little bit of life that you're looking for. Maybe not all the time, but a little artistic license here to make that edge more vibrant. There we go. I like that. There, and then maybe a couple right there. Okay, and then there's a little, that's gonna be too dark. There's a little bit of super pale, like edging right there on that fold of the petal as it comes up. There's a little darkness right there. There's a teensy bit of darkness right there. And then these guys all have a little swoop to them like that. So you can tell that it's swooping up. Right? How's that? Yeah, I kind of like that. And this one has a little shadow like that. And then over here, we've got a little bit of shadowing on the bottom of this one like that. And I think that's good. If I keep fussing, I'm gonna ruin it. I'll ruin it all. There we go. I think that's good too. All right, calling that done. Hopefully this doesn't tear the page. Let's see. Which way? Which one's on top and which one's not? Okay, this guy's on top, so we'll do this one first. Best part of a painting, right? Revealing the crisp edges. I mean, I enjoy it. This guy, gently. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, I was just gonna do one, and then I changed my mind. And I did two, just for you guys. That off there. Swoosh that one down. And this one. Set those over there. Oh, I kind of like that. That's now that this dark tape is not on the let's switch that up so you guys can actually see what's happening. Edge actually making a difference and contrasting with the piece. I'm really liking how they turned out. I love a crisp edge. It's so pretty. The tape ripped a little bit. There we go. Nice and clean. Love it. And then we can go ahead and give them a little signature on the page. There we go. And we got March, so ooh, it's difficult with a paintbrush. 03, 20, 20. That's a 0. Good enough. Oh, I usually do a little squiggle. Come on the bottom there. There we go. And done. I didn't use all the brushes. This is my stylist. But there we have it. My first attempt at using gouache. I really like the yellow there. Let's see. Will this focus on just one? There we go. There's that guy. And that guy. That one turned out pretty good. I'm really liking the speckles of the white gouache on top of that pink. Super vibrant. Yeah, not terrible. Hopefully, with the camera shutting off, I got enough footage and that the sound isn't utterly terrible. Because I forgot to hook up my mic, you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had fun doing this with you guys today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.